Hey guys, Ivan here with the Old School Labs, and we're starting this video with a Kevin Levrone update. He's doing some heavy behind the neck shoulder presses. Last time there was an update of Kevin Levrone, he was doing some leg presses, heavy as well. And here you can see him really pushing it. I mean, guys, 3 plates behind the neck shoulder presses. This would destroy my shoulders. I mean, this behind the neck pressing. He likes it. Kevin likes it, and this weight. I mean, this means he's really strong right now, and also means that he is pushing it with gear, certainly. So the last time I mentioned a comeback, is it gonna be a comeback again? I mean, 2021. Is it really gonna be a comeback? I wasn't sure. I'm not sure now, but it seems more and more like it's gonna be a reality. Why would a 56, almost 57 years old Kevin Levrone, yeah, he's almost 57, he's turning 57 in July this year, why would he be training so hard? I think he's past the midlife crisis. I think he's doing this because he wants to compete again. Would you guys like to see Kevin Levrone on the stage again in 2021? And that was and still is a great question, because he is a legend, and we all wanted to see him compete in our time, in our era. We saw him, and he wasn't so bad. Right here you can see his edition of 2016 Mr. Olympia. Not just that he wasn't so bad, he was great, especially in the upper body. Though his legs melted, he wasn't even able to train them because he had a serious injury. And then later he got them bigger, but he didn't bring the conditioning. Later at the Australia Arnold Classic. Here you can see his posing routine, and yeah, he was good, considering everything. But was he as good as he once was? Hell no. So I saw this photo of himself 26 years ago from today, or 19 years from his first comeback in 2016. This is Kevin Levrone at British Grand Prix 1995. And he looked absolutely amazing. I mean, still you can see that his legs were kind of overpowered by his upper body, but they weren't small by any means. And you can see these huge arms and the entire upper body looking super freaking crazy. Look at the triceps, how much they're popping. Just an amazing physique, one of the best physiques of all time. And we're not going to be able to see it, not in 2021. And it doesn't matter how heavy his shoulder presses are, and how hard, how bad he really wants to be on that stage. He's not gonna look like this, no. And would we like to see him on stage? You guys tell me. I mean, it would be exciting, but by doing that, he's sort of besmirching his name. As they say, you're only as good as your last show, and no, he's not as good as 2018 Arnold Classic Australia. I don't even want to show those photos because he looked pretty awful. People kind of forgot about that. They're remembering this version of Kevin Levrone, but if he competes enough times in his 50s, he's going to be remembered as that, and I wouldn't like that. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below. And here is a guy who doesn't give a damn. I'm sure he would never consider coming back, and he accomplished everything he wanted. He won Mr. Olympia 4 times, actually. It is Cutler, of course. Here in this video, he's doing some spider bicep curls. And also in the description, he's claiming these to be one of the reasons why he was able to build such big and great biceps. So maybe guys, you can take something away from this. But he wouldn't be coming back. 2013, he came back after he lost in 2011. He tried himself out with a little bit lighter version. He was able to beat Big Ramy though, who just came, who was at his first Mr. Olympia ever. But he didn't do that well. He was 6th, I believe. So he decided not to compete anymore. It was a right decision. He is successful. He's a businessman. I mean, he has all the money he needs. He can just enjoy life right now. He divorced his first wife, and the new one, I think, is just a girlfriend. And he also says he has no intentions of having kids. So it kind of, sends me a message that he's happy with his life. That he enjoys life the way it is now, and he has no intentions to going back to bodybuilding, competitive bodybuilding lifestyle, and he looks amazing. He trains, he works out very often, I mean, as often as he should, but he doesn't eat 6 meals a day like he used to. He eats some days like only 2 meals, some days like 4 or 5, it happens, but he doesn't really care about it as much. He kind of learned to live a different lifestyle. He's trying and managing to stay fit, but he has no intentions of coming back to that stage. Alright, next one is an interesting or funny video of Regan Grimes showing off his back thickness, the lower lat thickness, and he's holding a pan with his lower lats. I mean, take a look at how thick those lats are. He is known for having one of the best backs today. Even though he's hardly a top 10 bodybuilder in the world, he still has a world-class back. And guys, I mean, this is something that maybe you can take home if you're struggling with developing your back, just like I am. In case you didn't know, I compete myself as well. You can follow me on Instagram, just type even bodybuilding_. I'm struggling with developing my back as well as my arms, and I always used to train heavy. Heavy rows, heavy deadlifts and stuff like that. I changed my training completely in this off-season. I train with volume, lighter weights, more reps, more focus, perfect form, just focusing on that burn. Something similar to what Regan Grimes is doing, and we'll see what's gonna come out of this at the end of the season. But you will never really see Regan Grimes, deadlifting like 6-7 plates or something like that. I mean, his back is much bigger than some of the guys who are deadlifting like crazy and rowing like 4 or 5 plates. And his back is still bigger, it's thicker, it's just crazy. Take a look at those traps right there. And the lats, like very complete back, the rhomboids, everything. So you can maybe take a lesson from Regan Grimes. I mean, you don't really have to train like a maniac, like a powerlifter. You can probably just train with a lot of focus because that's back. Back is really hard to hit because it's a muscle that you cannot see. So if you train lighter, you're gonna target it more. And if you learn how to target it perfectly after who knows how many years, then you can start slowly adding the weight. It's logical. I don't know. Whatever Regan Grimes is doing is working for him because his back looks absolutely insane. Alright, next we have a very impressive video of Akim Williams, the beast, squatting 7 plates with ease. I mean, take a look at where his hands are. He's not even holding the bar, he's holding the plates, which kind of means he's having fun here. He's doing it easily. I mean, of course, it's really heavy even for him. I think he has a powerlifting background. I don't think somebody who doesn't have it can be this strong. He's doing 3 reps with this much weight. And because he was forced to wear a mask, he hasn't been training this way for a while, and now he's back to it. So imagine how strong this guy will be if he pushes, his off-season and try to get even stronger. I wanted to mention this because he's a 6th place finisher at the Mr. Olympia. Now that spot for him is not exactly set in stone. It's not a very firm 6th spot. He's not like the top tier of bodybuilders, and everybody else is just below the top 6. Top 5 was kind of strong, but after that, anybody else could have cracked that top 6. So I don't know what's going to happen next year. But guys, something is very interesting here, and that's that the Mr. Olympia is a mass monster. We haven't really had a mass monster for Mr. Olympia in a while. Like Phil Heath, he's not really a mass monster, nor is Sean Roden, nor Brandon Curry. Finally, we have a serious mass monster representing bodybuilding in the world, and that's Big Ramy. And one of the biggest guys on that stage alongside Big Ramy is actually Akim Williams. So if that's a standard, freaks, size, Big Ramy, then maybe Akim is gonna actually move a few places up with time. If he improves his physique a little bit more and the other guys, the older guys, retire, somebody else has to be there in the top. And if they're looking for mass, Akim has got it. Anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like it. If you want to see more, subscribe to this channel. All the best guys, and keep it old school.